Oh my.
If you think that was a bit rough, it was.
Well, that was one of those jokes that the comedy team didn't write, and Gerald delivered it, so I'm safe.
Hey.
Yeah.
Wait, that like puts
It's
it on
not a
me?
joke, though. It's true. That was a campaign-ending
right.
moment.
That was the number one
Yeah.
campaign-ending moment. So we think Kamala Harris is, she's trying to make this list, right? And this is a tough list to crack. Look, if you want to be the best, you have to
Very
beat the
tough.
best. If you want to be the champ, you got to beat the champ, right? Okay, here we go. Campaign-ending moments that Kamala Harris has thrown out there. We'll see what we'll look back and see. But what we do have is a top 5 that's going to be hard to crack. Campaign-ending blunders. Number 5, Howard Dean's scream in 2004. After a wonderful night, this man hit his peak after placing 3rd in Iowa caucuses. The world is your oyster. What are you going to do from here, Howard?
We're going to South Carolina and Oklahoma and Arizona and North Dakota and New Mexico. And we're going to California and Texas and New York. And we're going to South Dakota and Oregon and Washington and Michigan. And then we're going to Washington, D.C. to take back the White House.
And dead.
How is that real? That can't be real. I just
He was like, I did it. We're going to go here. And we're going to... It's like my 5-year-old who doesn't understand how to process happy feelings sometimes. And he gets so excited that he just runs around. That was what Howard Dean did. And immediately his campaign failed. Okay. Number... That's better.
I was a freshman in high school that year. No one knew who he was, but everyone in high school
We knew the
was
scream.
quoting him. Yeah.
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 Poor guy. Wasn't he a douchebag though? Didn't he cheat on his wife? Like with a, there was a whole story, right?
That's his sound when he climaxes.
he sounds like that turtle. You know.
No, I don't know.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, I'm fine
Franklin?
saying in this guy, I'm
Look
Brett
up
Baer. I
climax
don't
of
know what
turtle.
you're talking
Was it
about.
Franklin, Teenage Mutant? What are we talking?
I don't know. I
help me
want to
out
talk
here.
about Franklin Climax.
All right, so let's go to an actual example from history that many people would have forgotten by this point. From 1884. No video on this one. James G. Blaine versus Grover Cleveland. Blaine's surrogate, Samuel Burchard, insulted Catholics at a campaign reception in New York, saying, Republicans do not want to be associated with rum, Romanism, and rebellion. You did that in New York? I know the Al Smith dinner probably wasn't around then, but there's a lot of Catholics in New York. A lot of Irish Catholics in New York, by the way, like 250,000 at the time.
Yeah.
Blaine lost New York by 1,100 votes, and that cost him the entire election. And by the way, speaking of the Al Smith dinner, you guys know that Kamala Harris no-showed it and sent in a really terrible... Did she send that video in to be played at the Al Smith dinner?
Yeah, it was with her and Molly Shannon.
Yeah, Molly Shannon doing the arm pit thing.
Yeah, Superstar. Mary Catherine Gallagher.
No, I know.
It was pretty trash.
It was terrible.
I feel bad for Molly, kind of.
I don't.
Well,
She saw the ride and
put
she
it all
bought a
out there and
ticket.
it failed.
Well, I feel bad for her in that way, but how did she think it was going to go with Kamala Harris?
I don't know. She was sniffing her pits. I don't know if she had her right wits about her.
Either way, that was number 4. I think Kamala Harris can beat that, but insulting the entire Catholic population of the United States in an election, probably not the best move, just saying. Number 3, Jeb Bush. And I hadn't actually seen this, but I remember low energy Jeb. And I also remember, wasn't he, so it was Little Marco, it was low energy Jeb, and what?
Small hands,
Ted
Marco.
Cruz.
Lion Ted Cruz, whose father killed JFK.
That's hilarious.
How do you plan for that? You have no
How do
idea.
you make up with somebody
He's going to talk
who said
about
that?
foreign policy. He's going to talk about economics, and what he does is throw out, your dad killed JFK. And you're like, what?
Yeah, that's all I would be able
It's
to think
hilarious.
about
Yeah,
on stage
after
if
that.
was
Oh,
me.
and then he said, I think Jeb Bush, he was like, you're so far off, you're going to fall off the stage next time, because he was so far on the left because his polls were doing bad. But before all of that, he gave Donald Trump a low 5, and it cemented his nickname.
Ever ready. It's very high energy, Donald.
What would you want your Secret Service code name to be? Give me some
Watch.
Mr. Trump?
Humble.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. I just lost.
Yeah.
Secret Service code names. Yeah. Donald Trump's is humble. That's hilarious, by the way. See, he's a comedian. Like this guy, he's so funny. I mean, unless, of course, you're a Democrat and then you hate him because he's picking on you. All right. So this one actually I saw live, and I'm not necessarily a huge Rick Perry fan necessarily. I think I said that twice just then. Whoops. I just feel bad. You know, like if somebody messes up singing the national anthem, I have to turn the channel. Like I can't watch the train wreck happen, you know, like, or if somebody has like a super embarrassing moment, like I just can't watch it because
volume up.
No, man.
Go get a popcorn.
You hit pause. Honey,
Hey, look, you got to see this.
I can't do it. And this was one of those moments. So I don't remember if, this has been a while, obviously 2011 for Rick Perry back when he was a thing. And he forgot, he had 3 branches of the federal government that he was going to eliminate, 3 departments, sorry, not branches, in the federal, he's going to eliminate all 3 and he couldn't remember them. No, but he was going to eliminate departments within the federal government and he forgot which ones.
It's 3 agencies of government when I get there that are gone. Commerce, education, and the, what's the third one?
Just say IRS.
You need 5. Oh, 5. Okay. So commerce, education, and the
EPA?
EPA. There you go.
But you can't name the third one?
The third agency of government,
Yeah.
I would do away with the education, the
All he's got to do is say IRS. That's it.
commerce, and let's see. I can't.
Oh my!
Oh my!
Is that Herman Cain?
Yes.
Oh my!
999. My plan. Listen. When your opponents try to help you with your own answer, so that you don't that's how bad they must feel.
Yeah.
Somebody's like EPA, and he's like, yeah, that sounds right. EPA. Let's get rid of that. And then they come back to him, and he almost can't remember the branches of government. And look, I get it. Like there are moments where you're thinking, and you just, for the life of you cannot remember what you're trying to say. Like there's this third thing, and you do that thing. But when your opponents try to help you, and then they come back to you, and it was like he read the question back to give his brain time to think of the third one, and still couldn't do it. It's like, no, I just can't think of that last one.
That's too classy for them to help too. If that was me on stage with them, I would have acted like a kid at a spelling bee.
Yeah.
Where
like,
the
what is it,
Chinese
bro?
kid is finally getting it wrong, and be like, finally, I get a chance at this.
That's right. Autumn has an N at the end. Dadgummit. Got me again. 6th grade. I'll never forget.
He pulled a Herschel Walker.
He did.
Abandoned his
Poor
son?
guy.
Yeah.
Oh, well, more the crazy part. All right, so number 1, and this one's going to be tough to beat.
Yeah.
Again, if you want to be the champ, you got to beat the champ. Robert Kennedy, 1968. After winning the primary, Senator Robert Kennedy was shot and killed by Sirhan Sirhan, drastically hampering his chances at victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've kept the air on because we've heard an alarming report that Robert Kennedy was shot.
Oh my!
If you think that was a bit rough, it was. But he had no chance of winning after that night. But actually, I shouldn't say that. If you adjust the race and you look after the assassination, RFK's poly market odds are actually still better than Kamala Harris's.
True.
Nice rest.
Oh no! History repeats.
Are we going to hell now?
I mean,
I don't know. You wrote it, bro. Jesus.
me.
it's a team. Listen, Blood Brothers, it's a team effort, okay?
Mr. RFK Jr., I did not support this joke.
Well, that was one of those jokes that the comedy team didn't write, and Gerald delivered it, so I'm safe.
Hey.
Yeah.
Wait, that puts
It's
it on
not a
me?
joke, though. It's true. That was a campaign-ending
right.
moment.
That was the number 1
Yeah.
campaign-ending moment.
If Lincoln would have been campaigning at the time, he
that
could
would
have
have been
also
number 1,
competed for
or
number 1.
very close to it.
Yeah.
You
Let's
never
not
know.
give the Democrats any ideas.
I think they have plenty of ideas.
Yeah, they're way ahead.
They've tried like 17 times already.
Is there a moment we missed that maybe should have made this list that you guys can think of? Let us know in chat. Also, forgive us.
Keep watching. Click. Keep watching. Click. Keep watching. Click the keep watching. Click. Keep watching. Click. Keep watching.